I'm only...
Hello guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to Steal the Spotlight. Today I have a thrifted home decor video, which I'm very excited about because it is much more relaxed than the videos I've been doing recently. I hope you guys have been enjoying all of the lookbooks and more creative content, I guess. I'm so grateful for all of the positive feedback. Back to the point of today's video though. Yes, I'm finally sharing all of my thrifted home decor items that I've been collecting, and I'm really excited that you guys wanted to see this because they're one of my favorite videos to watch. I just think there's something really special about adding those unique thrifted items into your house. It just makes it more homey, especially if you're like me and often buy things from like IKEA and Kmart. I feel like if you're only buying from those stores, sometimes your bedroom kind of ends up looking like thousands of other people. So this is a really nice way to put a unique spin on things. So let's finally get into the first item. I picked up this little vintage stool, and honestly this I guess was kind of overpriced. I got it from a vintage market, so it's always going to be a little bit more exy, but it was way too adorable to leave behind. And although it's not my usual aesthetic throughout the house, I thought that it would be a really good prop. You guys know I love doing up vintage backgrounds in some of my videos, so it'll definitely come in handy. I have wanted a typewriter for the longest time, and I've been to so many op shops and none of them are just right, or most of the time they're not in working order. Then you'll go to some vintage stores and they'll be like $120 at least, and I was like, do I really want to spend that much? I'm not sure. But at the same vintage market, which was last weekend, I ended up getting it for $75. It is in perfect working condition and I am so stoked that I finally have one, so expect this to be making some cameos in upcoming videos. I think one thing to definitely look out for in the homewares section are frames, because they can be really expensive if you buy them in store, but at the op shop you can get them for a pretty good deal. So this first one is probably not something I'd usually gravitate towards, but I picked it up since it matched perfectly with this painting I recently got off Society 6. I thought that this one would go great in the bathroom, and the frame for only $4.50 just made it perfect. The other frame I picked up is this cane, slightly larger one. Obviously this one doesn't have a backing or mirror or glass or anything to it. You can easily DIY it yourself, but I'm not sure if I want to put a mirror in it, or maybe even just leave it as is, because I feel like sometimes they can just be a cool layering piece to stack up against the wall. And if there's one thing there's an array of at the op shop, it is definitely cane items. There's always so many things to choose from. Luckily, I like that look, and it definitely matches in with the aesthetic of like that kind of relaxed boho sort of theme I have going on in the house. One thing that I'm currently collecting are cane baskets, and what I'm going to do with these is pop them up on the top cupboards in the kitchen. You know, no one ever really puts anything up there and it's really plain, so I think that that will be a really nice touch. I don't have quite enough to fill it yet, but I'm on the lookout for a few more. So this next pickup is probably one of my favorites. It's this pair of bar stools or chairs, and again in that kind of cane sort of aesthetic. And the only problem with them were the cushions were a little bit old, but you can easily replace the covers or just buy new cushions. It's a pretty standard shape that it fits. The same day I picked up those chairs, I also managed to pick up this side table, so I guess I was having a pretty lucky thrift day. Do you guys find that sometimes you're just super hot and find so many things, and other times you go and there's literally nothing? This side table is already being put to good use in the lounge room. It's even styled with the same lamp on top. The lamp shade itself was from the op shop, but it just came by itself, so I ended up just buying the lamp stand and bulb from IKEA. Honestly, what is a good thrift haul without some cute little knickknacks? I picked up two recently, the first one being this mini size little trinket box, I suppose you'd call it, and the other thing is just this really pretty lace band. Not much to say about it, just thought it would be a cute decorative item. These next items you probably would have already spotted in some recent videos and even some Instagram posts as well. I was lucky enough to find an old school film camera in the op shop, and after I thrifted this one I kind of got a taste for it, so I ended up getting this brownie dummy, I believe it is called, and also this huge camera kit which my nan actually got from a friend of hers, so very, very thankful to have those in my collection now. One of my absolute favorite interior styling ideas is stacking the suitcases. I already had one from like a year ago, I guess, and it was actually $50. Honestly, the op shops up the prices on those things so much because they know people will pay for it, but I guess this one that I went to were having no luck and the stock just wasn't moving, so they had slashed the prices. I ended up getting one for $15 and one for $30, which I thought was such a good deal. I could not leave it behind, so now I have 3 in total to stack up and it is such a good look. And also just this random doily, I thought it was really cool that it was more of a runner style rather than the usual circle ones, so it drapes perfectly over the top suitcase. Last but not least is one of my favorites. It is this old school magazine holder. I think that's what it's supposed to be for, but I'm using it to store some of my old records. This was only like $8 or something, so a really, really good find. And as for the records inside, Sam, who is my boyfriend for those who don't know, he actually picked up all of these records for free off this lady on Gumtree, which is insane because there are some serious bangers in there. The Soul Classics album is hands down my favorite so far. It is such a good one just to dance along to. That's just like a random fact at the end there, but if you guys would actually like to see a record collection, then let me know because that could be really fun. But anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments which item was your favorite. I would love to know because I'm just stoked with all of the purchases this time around. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys in my next one or over on Instagram at Steal the Spotlight. Thanks guys. Mwah.
Only one step ahead of